Hi, I'm going to introduce you to a website which enables you to read faster in Chinese. You might have got to a stage where you've been studying Chinese for a while, you got to maybe HSK4, HSK5, HSK6, but you still find reading is frustrating, there are too many characters to learn, and skim reading is almost impossible. You would have thought you'd have been able to read by now, but you still can't. You might try advanced Chinese books. I mean, these may be interesting, but sometimes you get a feeling they're kind of written for learners with sort of stereotypical situations which are kind of like, help you learn a little bit, but they're not particularly interesting. They don't engage you. But you'd like to read real texts like newspaper articles or short stories. But those texts can be sometimes too hard. What you therefore need is challenging texts, but with enough help to help you get you through them, and you have exercises suited to your level. So if you are an HSK4 student, you want things which are kind of dedicated to HSK4, not to the more difficult characters. And if you're getting on for HSK5 or 6, you want something which is sufficiently challenging. Hopefully this website will help you do that. It's called Chinese Cuttings. Chinese Cuttings contains a list of short stories and newspaper articles which are broken down so that you can address them minutely with lots and lots of difficult exercises. So let's go to Lu Xun's Medicine. Click on here. What it will do, it will take me to a page in which there will be 9 modules, and a 10th module which has got further exercises. But each of these modules represents a section of the text, and each of these modules contains fill in the blanks exercises, component quizzes where you're asked about characters and asked to break them down, and finally there are collocation quizzes which looks at characters and asks you to work out which words they will fit into. Let me give you an example of a fill in the blanks test. So click on fill in the blanks here, and this is the text as it appears. I can start filling in the blanks. So 秋天的后半, and I think it's going to be ye. Mingguan, Sha, Hula, etc. So now I come to the end. So if I have any problems, I can sometimes click on the characters to give me some extra help. So there's Gung, Shema, Manla, Qing, Bai, something. So let's click on Man. Man filled. Doesn't give me much help. So I've got to choose between Mi, Wang. I'll choose Mi. That's correct. I'll choose 1, and then it gets to the end, and I've not done very well on this occasion. I've scored an E+. So what I need to do is click on it and try again. But the second time I come to finish, I've got a much better score. I've got A with 3 errors, and that's probably good enough for me to go on to the next exercise. So let's try a component quiz now. So I'm going to click on paragraph 3 component quiz, and I'm now going to play the question, which will give me some audio to ask me to answer the question. So here it is. I'm going to play the question.
剩下的两个构件.
So what are the 2 components of the sheng character? So there's half of the component, I believe. There is the other half. Click mark. And I've got 1 out of 1. So now I come to the last question. Play it.
咳嗽的 so 的两个构件.
So the 2 characters in that answer, I think, are those. Another feature of Chinese cuttings is the fact that many of the quizzes, such as the component quizzes and collocation quizzes, they are dedicated to characters of a particular level. So for example, if you're an HSK4 student, you might find the HSK6 tests too hard and decide you're not going to bother doing them. If you're an HSK6 student, you might find the HSK4 characters too easy, and again, it would be a waste of time you studying them. So therefore, these exercises are suited to your level. You only have to do the ones which are important to you, and this will help you make the best use of your time when studying. So, with this website, what you get are challenging texts that Chinese people themselves read, with lots of help, but also with exercises suited to your level, so you can make the kind of progress that you need to make at this part of your learning journey. So anyway, I warmly invite you to try this out. http://www.chinesecuttings.com